The Tarayana Fair is an annual event to celebrate the Foundation Day, which is 4th of May, and Tarayana was established in 2003 by Her Majesty the Queen Mother, Ajitojiwang Muangchuk, who is the founder and president. The Foundation Day we celebrated through a 3-day fair, fun-filled fair in the capital, and basically the fair is to create an awareness on what Tarayana is doing in the rural areas, and also to provide a platform for all the rural artisans that Tarayana is working with. It is a platform where they can showcase all their skills and products. They can market test their product and get feedback from the customers and potential buyers in Thimphu, and then improve on it. So for the rural artisans, it's a very important event. And the third one is basically to, it's an event where the whole family can come and enjoy. So it's like an event where the whole Thimphu public is involved or is engaged in a very fun-filled manner. We believe from a decade experience, we've come to a conclusion that without addressing the basic needs first, everything else is secondary for the community members. They won't take part in those other activities unless they have a proper house to live in. So that's why we have this as one of our core activity, so to build homes, proper homes for these beneficiaries. And to date we have built over 800 such houses in these different rural communities. And then we had also the green technologies being demonstrated here, of which we had the gravity ropeway. It is an alternate transport service in the rural area. We piloted this in Samti, in a village where 980 meters of gravity ropeway, goods ropeway, was installed, so that the communities need not carry their loads on the back and travel for hours. They cannot carry their perishable goods to the market earlier, but with the installation of this ropeway, they can now take their goods to the market at a very short time. So there's cost cutting in their time, financial resources, and this has really helped benefited the community members. We have more requests from different communities to install the same the technology in their communities. Then we also had fuel efficient stoves. These are all part of our green technologies. So the fuel efficient stove, well, basically it's a simple stove which requires very minimal fuel, because in the rural areas most families would have kettles. If not for their own household purposes, they have to cook their meals on stoves. And especially women and children, they spend a lot of time in fetching firewood. So with the introduction of these stoves, the drudgery is decreased, and women and children can devote their free time to other productive activities. And then we also had the different self-help groups that we were working with. All these different self-help groups, they have, like, each community would have their own traditional skills, like cane and bamboo, textile weaving. So these groups, they attend the fair to exhibit their skills. They demonstrate the weaving and wood carving and whatever skills they have, but also market their products. So this year we had all our weaving, cane and bamboo weaving, we had a wood carving group, we had a nettle weaving group, and then we also had sheep wool weaving. So this is new this year. And we also had dry felting groups demonstrating, because these are something new in Bhutan, and we're happy that we were able to introduce such craft in Bhutan. So basically these dry felting, they use yak and sheep wool to make toys out of thing, and it has a good market. So we're replicating this in other communities wherever they have the materials, raw materials available. So we've established these kind of centers in the rural areas where parents spend a lot of time working in the field, and the children are left alone in their houses, or either in the hands of their grandparents. So there's a difference in bringing up these children, comparing them to the toddlers in Thimphu, in the cities, in the towns, and these in the rural areas. So our center basically provides an opportunity for these young minds, these toddlers, to grow up in a proper manner, in a full-fledged thing. So we train school leavers, like class 12 dropout girls, to be facilitators in these centers, and then they take care of these children, like from 8:30 in the morning to 3 p.m. or 4 in the afternoon. We had all these different community members participating in the fair, and also thanking Her Majesty the Queen Mother for establishing Tarayana, and for making their lives better through all these different programs that we have. Now we have reached about 300 villages in 15 districts, and we're still in the expansion mode. And so far we've been focusing on rural poverty, but we know that poverty is not just in the rural areas, it's also there in the town. It's even more in the towns, with the rural-urban migration, and so in the future we have plans to work in the town to address the poverty here. Right now you can be part of Tarayana by becoming a member. That you can do by signing up with the office here. And if you're abroad, then you can support us. Well, actually, we have details on our website on how to support us.